Welcome to Episode 5 of Where in the World, the detailed showcase of cities and locations that have been visited in the Arcane Adventures campaign setting. We have a map on screen that details the general location of the place we are talking about during today's episode. Let's jump right in to Episode 5, Where in the World, Pronethius City. Situated around the grand Pronethius Lake, in the region of Bupil, in the country of Bupilasu, stands the sprawling, massive capital city of this large nation, the one, the only, the glorious Pronethius City. Home to a number of sites and a grand population, the city spreads across miles of land between the Molog and Monif mountain ranges, where the royal falls cascade from the mountains into the shimmering, crystal clear waters of the lake and the headwaters of the royal river. With a city so expansive and a population so numerous, creative solutions to day-long travels across the city have been invented. Teleportation towers that connect all across the city. These towers, standing tall over their typical neighborhoods, markets, and districts, are free to access for citizens of the entire kingdom. The city, unlike many smaller towns, is divided into segments to make navigation across the area much easier. A number of distinct districts exist within the city, notably the numerous housing districts that dot the outskirts. The Artisan District, where crafters of all sorts create their wares. The Skyscraper District, where towers are constructed for maximum occupancy for residents. The Market District, where sprawling vendor spaces span several square miles of land. The Harbor District, a place where ships sailing up and down the Royal River dock and bring in goods from all across the world. And the Warehouse District, where factories and warehouses toil away and store masses of items and goods. A collection of wondrous sights scatter across the city, a number of government complexes and important structures, many that are well over centuries old and have been renovated a number of times in the capital's long and prosperous history. Among these buildings is most famously the Royal Castle of Bupilasu. Built atop the falls that cascade into the lake below, the castle is a vibrant white and blue. It is recognizable from almost anywhere in the city. The residence of the royal house of the nation overlooks the capital city in all its grandeur. At the foot of the falls, a number of lush gardens and fountains scatter the base of the castle. Not far from here is Hell's Gate, the massive arena that houses well over 100,000 people for games and entertainment all throughout the year. The original arena was much smaller, but renovations and expansions have led to a complicated network of gears and machinery that can change the landscape of the battlefield, introduce new foes, or be set to whatever is desired. The arena is divided into a massive, centralized arena with 5 smaller ringed arenas surrounding it. Nearby to this massive arena is a number of government offices, including Bupilasu's elite court, the Hall of the Council of the Nine, and Pronethius' City Hall, where the city's most influential individuals meet to discuss the future of both the city and the nation at large. Also nearby is the Legion of the Dungeon Titans, the most impressive, elite, and exclusive adventurers guild across the land. Additionally, the military command center of the country is also located along the shores of the lake, and the first Grand Library of Bupilasu, housing over an estimated 1 million scripts, scrolls, tomes, and books, along with the city archives, stands in glory over a portion of the city. When one needs a break from the entertainment of combat or the research of books, They may seek the theatre of arts, also called the Pinnacle Theatre, which offers a broad display of the realm's most exquisite opera, acting, orchestra, and arts performances. Opposite these structures, across the massive Pronethius Lake, stands a number of academies and universities, including the Academy of Science and Technology, the Academy of Moons, known as the Physica, the University of Magic, called the Electorum, and the Academy of Industry. Also in this part of the city is Councillor Dredenius Thorne's estate, the person responsible for governing the region of Bupil and the capital city under the king's command, as well as an expert combatant in the Hell's Gate arena. Lastly, on this section of the city, is the capital train station, offering fast connection via the Steamline Railway to the coastal Nexus City. Not the oldest city in the kingdom, but definitely one whose age numbers over 1,000 years. Pronethius City is by far the largest city in the entire nation of Bupilasu, and is one of the most populated cities in all of Ayazlan. The previous capital of the nation was Nexport, now called Nexus City, during the early revolutionary phases, but Pronethius City was founded to be a more centralized location for a capital city across the nation. With a combination of a strong economy, the presence and ingenuity of magic, and a centralized location, the city would grow quickly during the earliest phases of the Great Ayazlan War, and remains to be a growing city to this very day. With a plethora of sights to see, and even more jobs to offer those who seek it, Pronethius City is a place to start an endeavor, grow in self or in coin, and instill change in life for an individual or for all people. Pronethius City, centralized roughly and almost directly on the temperate line of Ilethia, sees decent weather across all portions of the year. Mountains collect snowfall, which feeds the Grand Royal River during snow melt during the later months of the year. And during the early and middle months of the year, when that snow melts and becomes water in streams, it is occasion to see the warm light of Aneris. On rarity, rain does make its downpour across the city, but, for the most part, the ideal weather is experienced. Due to its unique location between two close-by mountain ranges, the city rarely experiences severe weather events, and is well sheltered from strong winds across the western plains and the heavy snowfall of the mountains to the east. To the southwest of Pronethius City, a road follows the Royal River until it forks in the region of Taunus, with a westward fork leading to Farmester, and a southward fork leading to Lumbertown. To the southeast of the capital, a road turns eastward and crosses over the Monif Pass, before descending into Ravine Town. And lastly, to the north, a long road sprawls out and connects to Wessalon, the village of Argon, Colis, and to Mountain Village. We hope you have enjoyed this closer look at the wonderful and beautiful capital, Pronethius City of Bupilasu, and have found the details about it to your interest. There is something for everyone in this grand place. That's all for this episode of Where in the World. We'll see you next time.